nap and the afternoon nap. And in the evening, I had a nap because I was so knackered from all the napping. And then I watched Where Eagles Dare. That's
classic film, classic movie.
Yeah, it turns out there was no audio for a second. There was a Windows update yesterday that I did after the show and stuff, and this set in OBS again lost its audio feed. But, we'll just keep going, you can finish there, DK, or whatever,
Hey, what? I wasn't.
Oh, you just don't paying attention very much. Okay, well, we'll go to Matt then, because we'll go back to you.
yeah, I'm not finish off, you dirty bastard.
No, Dick, you can finish him off. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going there.
Oh, that's all right. You don't need to anymore.
It's done, is it? You're finished.
It's gone now.
The moment's gone, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I swear you're both Welshmen.
Excuse me. Don't ever say that.
So, how's it going?
No, yeah, pretty good, Dick. I've been doing some planning and stuff. I've got a new mega series coming soon, and I'm really quite excited about it. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, and it's going to be a long haul. And this new series could be somewhere in the region, like 30 or 40 videos, but really interesting. And I hope it goes well. So a lot of planning and things like that going on with it, and I'm kind of excited in my very sad and uninteresting life. But that's what it is. But on it.
Cool, man. Cool. Sounds good. And okay, let's go to Loki Fish here. How's it going your way, man? What's happening? What's new and exciting?
Going good. Got a lot of reading in today. Some pretty interesting manuals and guides, and actually ended up learning a couple things that either I knew but forgot or never knew. So hey, it's all a growing process.
What it is.
Yeah,
so you don't know whether you knew it or not to begin with, but you might have done, but you just you learned it anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as where are my glasses? Oh wait, they're on my face.
Right. Yeah. Or again, we were talking about that last night, weren't we?
Yeah, I go through a similar thing to that every day.
All right. And a kitten update. How's everything? How's things?
Good. He's doing pretty good today. He did manage to keep me up late last night by going into crazy cat mode and attacking my feet every time I moved. But other than that, he's doing pretty good today.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cool.
That's great.
Well, that's all right. That's just a natural cat thing to do. They all do that, don't they? They all attack you when they attack your feet.
Especially when you're asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Absolutely. Now I'm not sure where we should even begin tonight because there's a couple of really crazy ones. As Loki pointed out, we have a video tonight of a physical flat Earth model, and that sounded like a really good place to start.
What, another one?
Yeah. This is Chris Pointius, Flat Earth Physical Model 118. And for reference now, just so everybody knows exactly where we're coming from and whatnot on this, this was from Mark Sargent's channel, no less. So
it must be true then.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I like what's that model 118? Is that because there's been 118 or 17 models before that? Is that what named 118 or what?
No, it's like COVID-19. It was discovered in the year 118.
Discovered in 118, was it?
Yeah.
AD 118. Right, okay. A bit, yeah.
That's good.
Right, okay.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay, so I don't know what to expect here, so let's just bring it in and see what kind of comedy it will bring to us all.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not looking very good. Is it coming around? There we go.
Loki,
Here we
hold
are
me.
with
I'm scared.
My 118th model, number 118. And after
There
6
you go.
years of trying to figure out a way to get the sun and moon to sync up in real time, I actually got the sun to work before using a 24-hour timer. But getting the moon gearing right has been a challenge. And a couple of weeks ago, I finally figured it out. and it's pretty close. You may have to adjust it every few months, a couple of degrees, because it's just really hard to get it absolutely perfect, but it's real close. The dome
like a snow
turns
globe.
independently. There's actually 3 motors in this model, and the dome has its own switch to turn it on, and it rotates slowly. It takes a couple minutes to do a rotation, and it's not in real time because you'd never see it moving. Since the sun and moon aren't moving, you might as well have. And it looks cool because it casts shadows around the room at night.
What?
And
Hold on.
Here we go.
Okay. Because the sun and the moon aren't moving, so in his model, does the disc and dome rotate around them?
I think that's what he's saying, isn't it? I mean, that's new. I've not heard that one before. So they're fixed and stationary, and the disc and the flat Earth moves. So there's rotation. Then is he admitting rotation? Thanks, Bob. Maybe Bob's got through to them at last. Yeah.
Whoa, that's
Yeah. Bizarre.
that threw me off. That threw me off, and
my brain. I wasn't sure whether my brain heard it or not. It was kind of like, Hank, what did he say? For a second.
Yeah,
I'm all confused. I'm confuddled.
I think that was the hesitation in my response too, because I wasn't sure I really heard it. I'm like, wait a minute, something is rotating. What? That's.
Now, I really hope this model has like tiny little cameras at the North Pole and the South Pole. So as the dome is rotating, it can recreate what we actually see in the sky in those 2 positions.
I mean, it makes sense because that's the source of light he's got is that light that's just off that strip light thing that he's got there. I mean, that seems to be the sun. So yeah, it looks like the disc actually moves, doesn't it?
So is this just become a soap opera? As the cameras in the firmament, so are the days on the plane. I mean, what just happened?
But then he was talking about the moon gears, wasn't he? The gears for the moon. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're going to have to watch a bit more. Aren't we?
Oh, you had to say it, didn't you? Okay. Jin's on it. Votes are up and whatnot. So, you all have the ability to end this misery. Don't forget to vote. I'm gonna push play
don't
here.
vote yet. I'm curious. I'm curious.
from the stars. The stars were drilled in here with my CNC with a real tiny drill bit, and they glow much better than when I laser etch. And for educational purposes, there's no, it's hard to tell which stars are which because there's no labels and line groupings, but if you know your stars real well, you can figure out, it's kind of fun to figure out where the Big Dipper is and other star constellations, that if you're familiar with the stars at all.
So he's just talking about how
the
he
unique thing about
built
this
it.
model is
Sorry, me?
He's just talking about how he built the model. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to get more camera angles and stuff. It's too bad it's just in this one. It would be nice to get different views of it, because to take the trouble of building this in the way that he did, I'd like to actually see it more. It's kind of bugging me at the moment, actually.
Yeah, same here. I was thinking the same thing because you got all that reflection coming off there, and it's hard to work out anything where anything is.
Now,
It's so brightly lit in the dark room.
the question
Maybe when he's
is,
done-
the question is there going to be a link at the end so we can order one of these masterpieces?
Well, you'd pay money for that, would you?
I would.
I'd like to see it. Don't get me wrong. You got to give him credit for the engineering behind it and building it. But we all know it's bollocks. And why would you spend money buying it? I don't know. What would you do with it?
I'd like to see the plans up on like Thingiverse or something. Oh, sorry, Loki.
I wonder if it has a camera showing, the sunset. 118 models later, I'm sure he's been able to make the sun set.
Oh, and eclipses, because obviously he's spent a lot of time working on the moon clock. So that must be accurate.
I agree.
Yeah, this is. Oh, what do we got there?
I think we got a super chat thing, is it, or something? Or member for 5
Oh,
months.
it's-
It's
one of those. Sorry, it's one of those messages. Like I can do this little pop up, like right here, a doorknob head, a sausage is its own reward. But for some reason, this little trick I use to bring those up, I can't bring those member for 5 months messages up. It doesn't happen. So sorry, man. Go ahead here. Let's get it up.
That's from P. Barnes. I've been a member for 5 months. Shill Apprentice. That's Fisheye Lens. X to doubt. I know what it means. Is he asking everybody to say X in the chat if they think it's a Fisheye Lens? I know.
Well, it's not a fisheye
maybe-
lens. It's basically a mixing bowl.
Maybe we let it play a little longer. He'll give us a different view after he's done explaining the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Okay, I'll bring it in some more here. It's a crazy
As
guy.
well is the 24-hour ring clock, and it has 12 lights that jump ahead every hour. And in the center of the 12 lights is a white one that represents the sun, and it stays in sync with the sun all the time. And there's a way to adjust the sun and moon and these lights. When you get it and plug it in, you want to set it all and leave it plugged in all the time. The sun and moon have these really cool touch dimmers that I found, and they you touch them fast and they slow fade in and out. And if the sun and moon, or you turn them off, or when you turn them on, they'll come back to where you set them at. But each time you plug it in, well, it's going to stay plugged in all the time. But you can adjust them. That's as bright as it goes, and then it goes down to barely glowing. It just depends on how you want to set it. You get to play with it. It's kind of fun to interact with the representation of our world. So so the other 12 lights, there's an amber, a pink one right here that represents the sun, I believe the sunset, and the amber.
Okay, just a quick pause. I'm not even making it go small. I'll push play right away. But is anybody else expecting like a 5-year-old right now to chime in? Daddy, can I go to bed yet? Like it's just, a kid's thing.
Yeah.
Just,
It does look like one of those kids' rooms. Yeah, exactly. You put in there and it puts the stars up in the ceiling. One of those kind of things. I bought one for my daughter, but it's got like a speakers and stuff in there. Kind of reminds me of that right now. Yeah. Anyway, we've got
Probably where you got the globe from.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, got a
Lights
message.
with those- yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking over you. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
We got a message from Gary Isle of Wight from my neck of the woods, or not far from my neck of the woods. Anyway, bet you can't put this on the screen, Dick. Did that appear on screen? That one you
No.
put up? It didn't.
Yeah. I'm not able to get that one. Yeah. It's
there
not
you
in
go.
the list either. It's so strange the way this thing doesn't get those ones. I have to get them to, catch up. Yeah. See, I can't, man. You're right.
So we should point out that Loki's going to be pressed now because he is now talking about sunsets. Apparently, there's another light on there that represents sunsets. That's not the sun.
Oh, it's gonna be such a sweet stream. Oh,
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a super chat from what's that? Rodent, no last name. Imagine if he puts the same amount of engineering time and effort and talent into something useful. Facepalm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, Streamlabs kicked in at just the right. I like being late.
Thank you, Rodent. $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, see, those ones come through just great. Okay, so should I know that was a quick pause there. I had to jump in with the, it really, I feel like somebody just turned the lights out in a child's room at this point. But I would, like I was saying, I'd love to see a better view of this because he did build it.
How much is left on the video? I mean, is it just going to be like this the whole time and not see much?
2 minutes. So let's hope for the best and see.
Yeah.
Number one represents the sunrise as they come around here. So this shows half of the daylight area on the flat Earth. The rosewood frame. Well, the best thing to do is turn the lights on. So
here you go.
you can really see the frame now. Back up the camera a little bit. It's It's a really beautiful rosewood that I found that comes from Bolivia, and it's like
Maybe
10
he is
coats of
selling them.
lacquer on here, and it's got a matte lacquer finish, which I like the best.
Sure, sounds like it.
It's easier to keep than the glossy finish. And let's see, it also has the a bottom light under here, which I can turn up and turn the lights back off again. See, and I don't know, it's showing up green, and I have it on as bright as it goes. And you can turn it off or set the color you want. It has all the colors, and then dim it like you like. And what else is there about this model that I forgot to... Oh, the map was got a hand-painted ocean and a hand-painted glass snow that I developed for doing the ice wall in the North Pole area. There's so many things to talk about on this. I keep forgetting when I do a video, and I keep redoing takes to add things to it. But this one is really cool. I can't say enough about it. And it's the best one I've done besides the coffee table, where I have the sun and moon up here projecting the light down inside. There's no arbor down in the middle of the coffee table model, as you well, if you're familiar with that. So this one I'll have, I've got it listed on flatearthmodels.com. Check it out. You can read more about it. And if
Okay.
There's the link. There's the link.
Yeah, that was a ceremonial gong, just because I don't want any more of his shilling on this shilling channel.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, it's sorry, Dick, go on. Yeah.
There was only like 12 seconds left. I killed it right at the end. It was just I didn't want him to make it to the end. He didn't really deserve it.
I mean, it's not really it's not like a model. It's not like he's demonstrating flat Earth with it. He's just made a model. If you catch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
I mean, I can appreciate the workmanship of it and the time he took into it.
Yeah.
Making sure that the moon and sun or whatever and blah blah blah.
Right.
Like, I get that. That's actually really cool. But
Well, he is the John Harrison of Flat Earth.
oh, lovely.
Right.
Loki was in there.
Yeah, the workmanship is nice. I mean, that takes a lot of work to get the timing of the clock gearing right and stuff like that. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of work. Granted, it's all wrong, but it's ready to look at.
Yeah,
Professor
there was.
Professor Phil in the chat said a nice fancy toy. It bears no relationship with the reality. No, of course it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. There was Dart in the chat said, "Build it and they will come." I actually think it's "build it and they will dumb." But either way, yeah, it was built.
I love it when he was going through the features of the thing. He neglected to mention that the main feature of the model is that you can actually pick it up and throw it really hard against a wall. And say, fuck this piece of shit.
Yeah.
But
there was
neglected to mention that.
Yeah, well, there was another comment that was good in the chat as well. I don't remember offhand who pointed it out, but the moon is illuminated. Oh, that was Colin. Yeah. The moon is illuminated. M2.
There's Derp Squirrel said in the chat. He said, "I'm not muted, am I? No, I'm not muted. I thought I was for a second." Derp Squirrel in the chat said you were saying. So what you're saying is he has beautiful wood. This seems to be the general kind of narrative of the show tonight, isn't it? It's getting a bit that way.
Oh God, here we go again.
just so you know, it's currently listed for $1,800.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
He does actually have a. He
no.
does actually have a 119. But unfortunately, it's sold out. Everybody, so sorry there.
Didn't I see him? Wasn't he at like a couple of years ago, one of the Flat Earth conferences where we had some of the Globers go to it, and I'm sure he was there.
Yeah,
he's yeah. I'm sure he was there because I just recognised the style. Because when you switch the light on, you could see the style and the wood and all the rest of it.
He's also got the version of the Flat Earth with the hidden lands beyond the ice wall. So,
Oh dear God.
So he's just making shit up as he goes along.
And Clive Wellson in the chat said, "Is the model oven proof, or will it melt away like all Flirth arguments?" Yeah, that's a good one.
What a dick.
Well, is it time to peer into the bag of tricks and see what the next video shall be?
Oh, please, Uncle Dick, please.
We love Andy. We love it. We do.
We've got what's his name there? The Angry Man beaking off about MC Toon losing a flat Earth debate, if that sounds like it's to anyone's fancy.
Oh, did you? I don't know. I've got to ask Matt about this because he loves the moon denial shit.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Wait, what? I don't know yet. What?
Modern day debate with MC Toon and Alex Stein.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Utter joke. You know, I've got to say one thing about Alex Stein. He's got a phenomenal memory. But just to open his mouth and all this shit come out of all the
20 minutes non-stop in his opening statement, wasn't it?
All the moon landing denial shit in just a constant flow out of his fucking mouth, like verbal diarrhea, constant flow with sweet corn in it and everything. It was horrible.
Yeah, literally, he didn't pause for breath, did he? He didn't take a single breath. He just go, and I'll give him granted. I mean,
it's impressive.
It was impressive, but it's all the conspiracy that everybody's heard a million times over. And I was thinking to myself, I could debate this guy, but I wouldn't because you wouldn't get a fucking word in edgeways.
Well, you couldn't. Yeah, that was the whole point. That MC Toon just walked away from it, and I don't blame him.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I must admit, I was kind of disappointed at first, but then I kind of thought about it and think, well, no, because I mean, like he did say to Aimee, he said, look, you know, I can't get in a word in edgeways. You're going to have to moderate this properly, or I'm going to go. And
he did an after show on his own channel, which was much more enlightening. Yeah,
I was there. I think I might have got his back up a little bit because I said to him that I don't think you should have quit, but in hindsight, I think he was right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
It was just one of those because it was advertised for a couple of weeks, and and it's my kind of field of what I do, and I was really looking forward to it. I think this is going to be good because he's got a bit on his website about some of the moon conspiracies, and it's really good. And I thought, I do like MC Toon and I like the way he debates, and I was just kind of like disappointed because I was looking forward to it for 2 weeks, and it came and it just kind of didn't really happen. But there we go.
So Dick, you've got a video in response to this. Is that right? Angry Man.
Yeah, from an angry man, no less.
I think. Well, which angry man could it possibly be? I think we need to see it.
I would say his name actually, but I just can't fucking remember. That's why I'm being elusive. So here, we'll just bring it in because I'm sure you'll know right away. Fuck, guy's a putz anyway, What? Okay, there we go.
Jake, asshole, back again, and we have a good one for you, my friend.
Look at his t-shirt, lunar module.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
have
does he know about it?
professional globe shill on my nutsack. That's a bad visual. So apparently this professional globe tard has been assigned to me.
He thinks he is Jamiroquai on extra drugs.
Goad me into a debate with him by making fun of my mom and where I live and saying that I eat Hot Pockets. He thinks if he makes fun of me, calls me a chicken, that I will be forced to debate him, and then he can get exactly what he wants and grow his channel and make money being a professional globe Czechoslovakian. So here's the deal. Nobody gets what they want from me. I get what I want from you. So I went and dug up an actual debate where Mick Toon loses. He gets absolutely flattened by a flat earther known as Red Pill Philosophy. So now I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like when Mick Toon does.
You want to tell him too?
Yeah, we got a super chat from Godless Scammer, £5. Thank you very much. I don't often watch modern day debates, but watch Katz versus Howard earlier. I actually missed it, and I was a bit pissed off about missing that. I think Katz won the sensible debate, but Howard won whatever debate he was having. Right, he was having his own debate. Right, I'll have to go back and watch that then. Yeah, I'll have to see that. So I'm guessing they stuck to because the part of the rules, one of the things that Katz said, he said that he would only do the debate if the person's not talking, he's muted the whole time until they finish talking. So I hope that happened.
Yeah. I just want to say, Mandelbrot said in the chat, I unsubscribed from Modern Day Debate 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I was a little earlier than that, but words
5 months ago.
Yeah, but words to live by, exactly. No, not like I'm trying to do some, channel versus channel thing, but there's absolutely zero moderation, and it's all for the dumpster fire. And I've just been there and done that, and it's all a big yawn to me, man.
Yeah,
I only see this stuff because there's somebody says something on the grapevine. Oh, the MC Toon is doing this, and go, oh, okay, I'll have a look. But I'm not sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, B.
Oh, I was gonna say it's mostly just some religion versus atheism, moral, ethical debate, and it turns into a dumpster fire, and they let it, and then they let it get too far, and then and it's
it was for a while though. It was for a while. Be-NoJustBe. And it was for a bit, but it's got more sort of like there's various flat Earth and the moon debates and different stuff like that as well, and sovereign citizen they've done as well. It's getting a bit more variety, but the moderation is just a bit crap. And the choice of guest is a bit crap as well.
Well, I haven't watched it in a while, so I didn't know that they actually got something different in there. Besides, I saw the one today for a little bit, but whatever. Yeah.
At least you don't see dumpster fires on this channel.
You are like this idiot on the screen in front of us with the fucking what Alice in Wonderland hat.
Yeah, this is. An idiot is the right word. Holy fuck. This is just, putts of the ear type of putts. When you think of putts, you just, that's right there, the putts you're thinking of.
I don't think anybody knew who he was until who was it? Simon Dan brought him up. He just wasn't known. And so it seems like now he's become he seems to feel like he's become some kind of celebrity now. Thanks, Simon Dan.
Yeah.
Professor Phil has said in the chat, he said his excellent rendition of a chicken leads to one can conclude that he may well possess some recent chicken DNA.
That damn chicken DNA.
Yeah. I think he probably is. Yeah, definitely got some chicken DNA because he won't debate anybody, and he's just going to be an arsehole on YouTube.
I bet he didn't get the chicken DNA through a vaccine.
No, he got it somehow though, didn't he?
Yeah. Sex.
Yeah. What? I'll tell you what, DKG, you're rubbing off on me because that image got into my head before you said it. I don't know why.
If I'm rubbing off on you, I've got a charge.
Oh, snap.
Jesus.
Oh, shit. Brilliant.
It's $100.
I bet... well, with this whole chicken thing, you got to say he must really love the fact they can't fly. I mean, come on. Right. Globermon was saying Alex Stein live streamed the whole debate and started showing MC Toon's after show. After a few of us told Toon what Alex was doing, Toon threatened Alex with a strike. Alex ended his stream soon after. Ooh, good to know. Good to know.
You should have seen them actually after the debate. He was going on, you go into the Lions, then you're going to get eaten and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, baby,
wow.
He thought literally he was rock and roll.
He was strutting like a fucking peacock.
He was, isn't he? He was
all over the chessboard.
I would love to debate him if he just would shut the fuck up. If he shut the fuck up, I'd debate him. No problem on that subject. No problem.
You see the inherent problem in that, don't you? Though.
Yeah,
that's just him listening to you.
He's not going to shut the fuck up. Exactly. So no point. So I'm not going to debate him.
But, it doesn't make any difference if he did shut up because he doesn't listen.
No.
All he's going to do is wait for you to stop and just open his mouth and shit will come out again. There's no such thing as debate.
If I had the gift of the gab, though, what I would love to do is play him at his own game, right? Play his character, but tenfold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't give him a chance to freaking talk. Just talk right all over him. Just prove him wrong on every single fucking turn, and take the piss out of him something rotten. And I just wonder whether he'll like upset him a little bit, and he'll rage quit himself. I mean, that'll be brilliant.
Well, you will have to sit behind a desk, wear a suit, and have a green screen up, so you've got a nice fancy house with a grand piano in the background.
Yeah,
when actually you live in a shit old dump somewhere.
Like me.
try to pretend to be classy.
I'd be quite happy to show my shit old dump on the camera, no problem.
That's funny.
Anyway, should we see a bit more of it?
Yeah, I'll bring him in here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Does decide to debate. Check this out.
It's a long distance observation I captured with a P1000, showing stuff that's not supposed to be visible according to the
Who's that?
predicted sphere Earth model.
And how did you determine
Red
what
pill,
was too far to be seen?
The metabunk curve calculator.
Okay. And then did you control all conflating variables?
Did Aristotle do it when he claimed to have seen ships disappear bottom up, and it was used as slam dunk proof we live on a spinning space ball for the last 2,000 years?
Well, Aristotle's not here, so this is your.
But he's foundational to your religion.
I didn't bring him up, so that's.
Look, if you want to throw Aristotle under the bus, that's fine. Let's just get that out here out front right now.
What?
I didn't claim anything from Aristotle, so I won't be.
Aristotle is credited by multiple mainstream historical sources as the guy who provided some of the most foundational proof we live on a sphere, one of which being ships disappearing bottom up. Did he account for all the variables that are taking place when you're making a long distance observation over water? Did he
Okay, hold on here. Oh, what happened? It didn't.
account for all that?
It didn't.
So bottom
There
up
we go.
is
Hold
different.
on. We've got an intro to do because Vishanti made it. Hey, Vish, how's it going?
Hey, Vish.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
How's things?
It's well,
It's
Yeah.
going.
everything it happens so much. So
Oh.
I'm here and I needed a distraction from some stuff. So I was like, you know what? I
Well-
have time for the Shills, so I'll pop
we're
in.
great at
Perfect.
finding-
That's what I do as well. I use this for distraction. So yeah, it's perfect. You come.
All I wanted
Come to
was
life.
a sweet distraction for an hour or two.
Oh God!
Oh,
somebody
God.
Oh,
shoot
my
him,
God.
mate.
Him.
Shoot him!
Mute him.
Anyway, welcome to YouTube Inception. We're watching a video of a guy watching a video.
Of
And
a,
maybe
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
start watching a video.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, at least it's MC tunes, so that's tolerable.
Yeah, this is.
Somebody's got red pill philosophy as well. That's talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, and angry. What's his name? Angry Jake says this is a moment where Red Pill destroys MC Tune. This is what.
Yeah, right.
This is the build up.
Okay, his
Oh,
name
yeah.
is- it's Jake the arsehole.
That's it. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake the balloon knot. Okay.
His mother named him that.
What balloon?
Yeah, yeah,
No, Jake the arsehole.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, his Latin name is some rectum cilius or something. I can't remember, but we'll bring it in here and see this nonsense.
Than what you're seeing here, right? Or did you see bottom up? I don't know what exactly.
No, it's flat in that footage. It's
do you
flat.
see-
It's not missing. That's the problem. It's not missing. It's supposed to be hidden by 80 feet of Earth curve. There's no curve there.
Yeah. So, but are you? So I don't know what this looks like for real. Is there supposed to be something there, or are we seeing the shore, or is there something obscured?
You're basically seeing everything. Now, in all
He
fairness,
doesn't know.
I went out and I went to that observation point multiple times, and sometimes there was obstruction. It's true. And maybe that's why you asked me did you account for all the variables? Because there are atmospheric anomalies.
That's not the variable I was concerned with. Okay, but did you take into account the actual conditions? Like, do you have the temperature at the
yeah. Well, I go back to my original point. Did Aristotle take that into account when you guys put it in the textbooks for 2,000 years as slam dunk proof we live on a sphere?
I've not written a textbook.
If it was good enough for Aristotle, why isn't it good enough for me?
Well,
Wait
see,
a minute.
Yeah.
Pause a second.
Here.
I mean, what is
Hold on.
the arsehole trying to prove?
This is let's let Matt jump in because we're a little behind on something here.
No, that's right. It's not too bad. Just a message from Graham Price. He said, remember 14 months. He said, wow, 14 months and still one of my favorite channels. Thank you very much, Graham. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Graham.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay,
Great
DK.
supporter of the channel. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand what Jake the Arsehole is trying to prove, because all he's doing here is showing that Red Pill philosophy is a fucking idiot. It's not showing him winning a debate.
Well,
It's just showing his idiocy.
I assume that the clown honking noises are anytime Jake is talking.
Yeah. That's when Jake is trying to make his point. I think that's when he's trying to point out a moment where Red Pill just, outmanned him or something. It's.
I thought he was just scratching his bollocks.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what his nose does when he tickles the pink. I don't know. So should we let it play a bit more? Because I don't even know what the vote's at. Well, Jen will let us know. I'll just hit it.
Understand, bro, that when you ask me, did I take into account every variable? What you're saying is Aristotle failed in his observations, even though it's been used. Here's a clip from National Geographic. National Geographic did a hit piece on flat Earth recently, and they said that, and here's a quote. I'm going to go ahead and play it for the viewers. I'm going to play this real quick.
You'll start to lose the stripes.
One way that Aristotle proved 2,000 years ago that the Earth is a sphere.
Over here.
Well, I'm going to quote it for you real quick. One, this is National Geographic, so we're going to find out if you're gonna what your stance is going to be on this. So National Geographic says, quote, one way.
I mean, nobody's actually saying that we solely rely on Aristotle. The only reason why we use Aristotle is because he was the first to do it, and it was a very simple experiment. What he actually did, because he made do with the kind of equipment he had. So what it does, it shows that anybody can do it. That's the only reason why we keep mentioning Aristotle. That's the only reason, But there's many other ways that you can measure the circumference of the Earth. Many, many, many ways.
And we should also point out Aristotle is one that's been recorded. He probably had a bunch of mates that he used to hang around with, and they all went out and decided this. And it's just Aristotle is the only one his records are left.
I know this is not related to Aristotle, but every time MC Toon drinks a tab and puts it right there on the shelf behind him, I laugh so hard.
Yeah. No, he's that as well. I wonder what that was about.
Like, there's so many tabs, and Red Pill
they're all
philosophy
open.
never even notices it.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize it's a dunk.
They're all open tabs, don't forget.
I know, they're all open tabs.
Anyway, a quick message from Mark Beezer in the chat. Member for 10 months. Vegans lay eggs now. I saw them in the store. What? Vegan eggs? You're going to have to explain that a little bit more, Mark, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We got to do something here because we're way beyond now. Thank you, everybody, so much. So this will just take 1 second. Hold on. Don't worry. It's not going to happen like you think. There we go. That had to be done.
I told you we'd end up with a YouTube Inception. You did end up watching a video while someone's watching a video. A video that we're watching.
It'd be even weirder if a couple of people were live streaming this as well, weren't they? From the top of that, had another layer on top of that.
Or in the National Geographic video, they go to a video of this stream. Wow,
that's funny. That was a clear example of how somebody who is truly stupid can misunderstand what's happening right in front of them and come away from the situation thinking, yeah. Like, seriously, either he's the Poe of Poes and knows that he's just screwing around, or he's truly got to be a fucking idiot, because that's unbelievable. How can you? Yeah, you know.
Right.
Oh my God. I words escape me. Words escape me.
Maybe you just need your tabs open, Dick.
Yeah. I don't play that high IQ enough, maybe, is the problem. We'll have to look into that. So let's see what's coming up here.
Security
what do we
alert.
got?
Morons
We got a
detected.
security alert.
Deploying countermeasures.
I love that part.
Flat Earth vermin have
Home
been
screen is
eradicated.
never not funny.
Condition green.
Yeah, I know. I love that. Like I say, best $79 we ever spent. So let's bring in our list of filth, we might call it, because it kind of is, and see what we should move on to here. I've got absolutely on our flat Earth. I've got Nemo's garden proves flat Earth, and then maybe the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Wow, that's some competition.
You'd think I retitled these, but I didn't. It's absolutely how they came in.
While you're deciding that, I just want to read one out. He says, "Ugly German Truth said, can anybody explain what he thought that was on National Geographic? Is it supposed to mean that's just a magazine for nice photos, not a scientific magazine or the harbinger of truth?" Yeah, true. That's very true. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the same thing you get with popular science websites and stuff like National Geographic. They do communicate some science, but it's there more for people to kind of have fun while they're learning things. It's not really like a scientific paper.
Right.
Which is why exactly. I think it's funny when people are like, oh, this one website said blah, 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 and you read it and it's very not well written and it doesn't cite a lot of sources, or the pop science is very not accurate.
Well, it's like the magazine.
So Fox News.
It's like the magazine New Scientist. You know, the scientists don't read New Scientist to find out what the new science is. They fucking know it. All that magazine is doing is kind of like leaking out slight brain thoughts that scientists are having to us dumb shits who don't understand.
They do it for clickbait titles. You know, they'll be like, oh, you know, biggest black hole ever discovered, and you read the article and it's like, scientists theorize that maybe this calculation could point to a big, you know, it's just silly.
Yeah. Good point. So where do you guys want to go with this one? Nemo's garden proves flat Earth could be good. I mean, I remember finding Nemo, and I don't remember Nemo tending gardens, so I wonder, you know, who they're actually talking about.
Captain Nemo.
Captain Nemo, maybe. Yeah.
Could be. Maybe he's Commodore Nemo now. You know,
only one way to find out.
All right, here, we'll bring it in.
Give it a go.
Hello, my friends. How are you today? Today, I want to share with you this amazing example of the flat Earth, the biblical flat Earth, as you will see in this video. The Bible says in Genesis 1, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Hold on.
Shut up, Meg.
That was quick. That didn't take long.
Well, you know where we're starting from here now. I had no idea that was coming, but it's going to be one of those. So, you know, make sure your monitors are pushed out of punching range and whatnot, because we're going deep on this one, people.
Yeah, but
clean up on aisle 4. Clean up on aisle 4.
Yeah.
God created the earth, but he's so powerful that he never gets tired, but he had to rest on the seventh day because he was tired. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The Lord cometh, and the Lord giveth.
And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, Let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Praise him, ye heavens of heavens, and ye waters that be above the heavens. There is water above and below. So this is the model of the flat earth that the Bible presents us. We are surrounded by water. There is a firmament that separates the water from the water. And this is the model that I want to show you today. This place in Italy, it's called...
Hold on. So in his view of the world, the earth, or the earth in the dome, is basically a futuristic research station at the bottom of the ocean.
Pretty much.
I love how so many of these religious flirts try to quote scripture when it's obviously poetry. I mean, and it's only Christians that do this. Jews don't read these texts and go, wow, that's exactly literal. We read that and we're like, wow, that's poetry. Cool. But these dipshit magoos are like, oh no, it's literally water above this dome that totally exists, you guys. Look, it's right here in this very metaphorical, poetic passage.
And all the other thing as well is that firmament doesn't mean dome. Firmament, the literal translation of firmament means heaven.
Yeah, well, and I mean, it's like an expanse.
Right, expanse, yeah, that's the other meaning as well.
If you actually look at older interpretations, visual interpretations of the flat Earth, they don't look like this at all. This is a modern interpretation of the flat Earth, the whole snow globe thing. This is a modern thing. This is not ancient.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got a copy of the Jerusalem Talmud, well, one of the 48 volumes of it. And there's a couple passages where the discussion revolves around, like, how late can you do certain things, and, you know, what's the earliest you could do certain things, so what qualifies as dawn and what qualifies as dusk, you know, stuff like that. It's minutia, but the relevant part is that there's marginal notes where some of the commentators thought, oh well, because, you know, the sun travels over the earth like a flat plane, blah 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 blah. And so yeah, it doesn't matter if they thought that the earth was spinning or that the sun was traveling around us. Like, they didn't care. It wasn't relevant. They just wanted to know, when can we kind of like officially call sundown? And that's what they cared about. It wasn't like, oh, this cosmology is exactly the cornerstone of everything we believe. They didn't care because that wasn't the point.
Yeah, clearly. M2.
Yeah, it's just a quick one from High Inquisitor. You know, he didn't vote one. He put he said, I vote LSD. Oh, that was quite funny.
I wish.
Yeah, I wish. I think you need it. You think you're going to need it for this video?
No kidding. I need to go get my edibles. I mean,
yeah. No, you're on track. You're on track.
I mean, if I took one now, it'd hit by the time Bunker 33 starts. So maybe I should.
All right, I'll bring in a bit more. Oh, sorry, okay. DK, go ahead.
I was just going to say, but the Bible comes in handy because it says things like, thou shalt not lie down next to your brother's flock. So it's good to have these, tidbits of information about not fucking your brother's sheep. So
I love it.
Bible's
someone
handy.
Someone in the side chat, they said edibles equals 42.
Indeed.
Oh man, but yeah, it's nice living in California. I'll just detour this for just a fraction of a second because we can get our stuff delivered to our door, which is nice. So I'm incredibly spoiled to live where I do.
Can I just address something that PGNet said in the chat? The UK used to be a Christian state. Most kids were taught the Bible as literally for many things like Noah, for instance. PGNet, I mean, most of the world were either Christian or Jewish or all kinds of different kinds of religions. That's how they're all taught. UK is not unique in that way. Many years ago. Well, most countries are like that, so...
A lot of the countries that were colonized by, Christians and stuff, a lot of the doctrines that people think are, long-standing traditions actually don't go back super far. So...
Well, some do, some don't, it just. I mean, the UK, I mean, with our first religion was paganism, really, wasn't it? It's,
Yeah, and that's a lot of history there is, you read people who are like, oh wow, look at this one specific group's ancient cosmology. It's like, okay, cool. It's easy to believe that if you don't have satellites, because it does look like the stuff is moving over your head. Right. It would take a leap of reasoning that not everyone had at the same time to go, wait, maybe we're the ones that are moving, dude. And everyone else in your tribe's like, you're on too much ayahuasca, man.
I mean, why don't flat earthers are sitting there claiming that the stars are the campfires of shepherds very, very far away?
Hey, some did.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know that reference.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of good tales about the Pleiades, but they are just stars. Should I bring it in a bit more then?
Yeah, if you have to, if you must.
I think I do. I'm looking. I'm waiting for a vote call here. Here we go.
Nemo's Garden. It's a underwater garden with 6 domes where there is life, plants, and they cultivate plants and some vegetables inside those domes. It was opened in 2013 by an Italian scuba diver and his son. And it's amazing how we can compare this with the biblical model of the flat earth. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. Now it's amazing how we can compare this with the biblical model of the flat earth. From the dome to the life inside this dome and to being attached to the ground. So we're going to look at some biblical passages that support this video of today. So you see how the scuba divers are able to go from the bottom and get inside of these domes and cultivate the plants they have been cultivating. And they even can drink a beer. So this is in Italy.
Oh dear God!
For that. Oh, Dick, I love you. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you for getting rid of that fucking pile of shit.
Oh, I mean, let's face it. That was freaking cool.
Oh,
that is cool.
No, the stuff that those guys are doing.
Oh, yeah, the guard.
But the comparison is just because it's got a dome on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I have to do this because Mike71 finally said it. The goddamn dome.
The goddamn dome. Yeah.
What's it gonna hit? The goddamn dome.
The goddamn dome.
There's always a dome there.
I love that one.
There's always a dome.
I mean, they have domes in submersibles. So what's the connection with God's flat earth there? It just so happens to be the dome is the perfect shape for spreading pressure load. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
The fucking Romans figured that out. I mean, damn, their aqueducts are still standing today.
Aqueducts.
You know what they built those aqueducts for? To move the water.
Yeah, but they had to keep it flat because it doesn't curve.
You had to say it, didn't you? You had to.
Yeah. Oh God.
Water finds its level. Look at the aqueducts.
Water finds its level.
That's
large
funny.
bodies of water don't curve.
Oh, so Nemo's Garden's a cool place in Italy, but it not so much a flat Earth model. I think we can put that one to bed.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
So I have one here that I think everybody here will enjoy, especially after that little tune one. The flat Earth debate is over. Didn't you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, everybody. Yeah, everybody here is thinking of it as a different way than I think the creator did. Should we, Matt? Should we do? Did that even come up yet? See, now my little chat thing in OBS is bringing them up early. There it is. I see it now.
Yeah, it took a second to actually come up on the live stream there, but yeah. So we got Doorknob Head for $10. Thank you very much. Here, you all seem to have like good kids. Here's a nickel. Don't spend it all at once. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Doorknob.
Thank you.
Buy the drugs now, Dick. Buy the drugs.
Yeah, get them in quick.
Yeah. Oh, and Streamlabs decided to show up finally. So that's nice. Yeah. Some of these stream services are just, awesome. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Like, what the hell is that? It took forever. So, okay, here we go. Let me look into the bag of tricks. Do we want to see the debate is over? Is that what we're doing?
Why the hell
Yeah,
not?
give it a go. Yeah, why not? Give it a go.
All right. Let's get over to where we need to be. And
more religious stuff. And, please, not that.
Yeah, who knows? Okay, so here's Matt hoping for no more religious stuff.
Oh, because he said it, it must be true,
pause.
right?
No, pause. I can't. Truth and facts. This is something.
Whoa. Sorry.
I get so irritated when people think it's just a matter of opinion, that like facts and reality depend on the consensus of opinion. Like, your opinions can be wrong. That's why we test things, and then we test them again, and then we try to falsify it, because it doesn't depend on your opinion. It depends on what we can test and verify.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if someone ridicules your idea because it's silly, but then you show up with the math.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I think by the sound of DKG's mic there, Crackpipe's little busy had something to say. I couldn't help it. Should I play some more of this before I say something really stupid then? Just I feel it coming. Here we go.
Get on with it.
Have questioned the shape of our planet, creating hypotheses according to their level of knowledge. Even today, scientists around the world question the truthfulness of the sphericity of the Earth, because even though it's presented as a truth, there is no unquestionable scientific evidence in this regard.
Name one.
Yeah, what? Even scientists question the shape of the Earth. Are you absolutely fucking kidding right now? Where the fuck did you get that from?
Oh, Gerardism is a scientist now.
Citation,
no, JM Truth.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, JM Truth fooled somebody in that fucking jacket.
Yeah, JM Truth outstanding in his field. So yeah, it must have been him. He must be the scientist, surely. Or
In his
fucking
butcher's smock.
Or not fuck off.
I'm sorry. I think what really happened is a Flurf named their kids scientists. Like, so this is Scientists Thompson, and he thinks the Earth is flat, so they can say scientists believe. But that's just the name of your kid.
Oh my God.
Ugly German Truth says, well, Gerardism never fails to force a sigh or two out of me. Maybe that's what scientist means.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Nice one.
Oh man!
I wonder. This is quite fun, actually. I hope he says something even more stupid than the last one. Maybe fucking.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh my god! I just saw the big version of Ugly German Truth's avatar, and it's Sam the Eagle. With the German colors, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Sam is my favorite, so I respect that.
Yeah, that's a good call. I noticed that before. Yeah. Okay, here I'm going to bring this.
No, but that's not. Not the American Eagle. It's not the American Eagle. That's a German Sam the Eagle. That is though.
What's the German name for Sam the Eagle, though?
Sam the Eagle.
Sam. Yeah. Ugly German. You have to tell us what his name is.
Sam the Eagle.
Oh, the stream just became an episode of Top Gear, one that would have probably ended up in the bin. Oh, gear. Okay, so here, who's betting that it gets dumber within 15 seconds? I vote yes.
I'll take that.
Yes.
All right.
I'll take that vote. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. 15 seconds. Count is on.
Everything on which science bases itself are only evidences. And evidences are not proofs.
But a combination of evidences are.
Okay, well, he kicked our asses. He did it 5. Well, there you go. That was pretty amazing.
He is right. I mean, evidences on their own are not proof. It's systematically on their own, but evidence as a collective are. Or can be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, though, Woden Toad is correct. Science doesn't prove, no matter how many evidences you have. Mathematics proves, but scientists disprove. Science disproves.
Okay. Yeah. True enough.
Technically, but I know what their argument is.
I mean, the other thing you need to look at is not. I mean, I've always said that about why I believe what I believe, and I believe in not just quantity of evidence, but quality of evidence. So it's a mixture of both. If I'm not getting quality or quantity of evidence in the opposing side, then I'm not. Where am I going to go? Do you know what I mean? That's just how I work. That's how I operate, and I think that's how most people do. I landed on the moon because I've got mountains of data, mountains of evidence, and I've only got a little bit of stupid fucking evidence that makes no sense. What do you think I'm going to believe? This is how the consensus, how we view things of the world around.
And the fact that you literally can take a high-powered enough laser and shoot it at the moon, and it bounces off the reflectors that we left, pretty slam dunk.
Yeah. Agreed. I don't know what happened there because it didn't really come up in the pop-up properly, but there is go for it there, Em.
Yeah, it's just a donation from High Plains Drifter for $3. Thank you very much. No message and a little
no message, just rolled up the cash and just threw it straight there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
all business.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, there was a super sticker. It only comes up on some of my chats over here for some weird reason. But yeah, there's a cute little bird that does a thumbs up thing.
Oh,
so yeah, thanks, High Plains.
It's a bird shaped like an avocado? Oh, whatever.
I think it's an umbrella bird. If you know the song, you'll know what I'm doing.
Behave. It's just a green bird doing a thumbs up. Come on. Just don't.
Yeah.
An avocado.
And we didn't.
It's a green bird.
We missed where the thumb went, but at least it's up.
I must admit, whenever there's like a busker and they've got a hat out and they're playing some music, I've never felt the need to actually put a little post-it note and write a little message to him and wrap it around the pound coin as I throw it in the hat.
I usually. What do you mean? I always thought they did that just so you could make change for like the subway and stuff. Isn't that? No wonder they get so mad at me.
Normally, I don't really run into buskers, but I did in Las Vegas one time, and I gotta tell you, I wish I'd had my camera out because this chick was fire.
I was
little ukulele. It was great.
I've only busked once, and it was at Christmas. And we were 17. There was 3 of us. Me and my 2 friends. One friend played the guitar, the other one played the drums, and I played the trumpet. We're playing sort of like jazzy sort of numbers and stuff. But actually, we made at the end of the day, we made about 40 quid each. And in 1987 or 88 or whatever it was, 40 odd quid was quite a bit of money. Yeah, it was good. Anyway, why are we talking about busking? What? How did we get to that point? You're all weirdos, yeah.
Yeah.
That was past my way and had to go back up.
How did we get on to talking about buskers? Anyway, should we play more of this video? What the hell?
I think we should, yeah. Well, yeah, we should. We haven't got the votes yet. Votes yet. Votes. Is that getting into your head? Here we go.
I'm curious.
Wow, it's looking up.
In order to bring the light of knowledge on the true shape of the Earth, researchers of Dakila and Ziggurat's Technology Center joined with other scientists in an independent research that lasted 7 years, seeking scientific and definitive proof to demonstrate that Earth is indeed round or has another shape.
No.
The Italian thing that was complete hoax. Yeah, because they went on and did a thing
in
about
2011.
And
researchers from
it was just gibberish, utter gibberish.
I have no idea. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar there, DK. A little more detail.
I can't remember the details. I just know of it. The people who did that. Excuse me. The people who did that convex Earth thing, they built a whole huge model, and they made a documentary about it, and it was a load of bollocks. But then they went on to make another documentary about an alien that they were in contact with or something, and it was complete and utter shit.
Yeah, we've got a super chat from High Plains Drafter for $2. Thank you very much. No working model for a flat Earth tells us a lot. Yes, it does indeed. Thank you.
Yes, it does. Thanks, High Plains. Good show.
As usual, Ugly German Truth is in the chat, and he's correcting me beautifully as ever. The alien thing was Bilu, and it wasn't Italian; it was Brazilian.
Oh, our bad.
Ah, so it was shaved in a little strip. Got it. I understand that. I can make sense of that.
But it was utter bollocks, and even had flat earthers. A lot of flat earthers were following them during their flat Earth, convex Earth stint. But as soon as they hit the Bilu thing, a lot of them had to just like walk away in embarrassment and not mention it ever again.
We got super chat for John Rapp, $2. Thank you very much. Australian dollars, spins and tosses an Aussie gold coin donation. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it. He's a good man.
A great supporter of the channel.
Yeah, he's a great supporter of a lot of
$2
channels. Yeah, great supporter of a lot of channels, including mine. Yeah, he's very, very active in the community. Really supports everyone.
Awesome dude, for sure.
Yeah, but fuck everybody else.
Are we at Bring It In time?
I believe we might
let's
be.
do it.
Oh, here we go then. Oh, it's only going to get worse.
Dakila and the Ziggurat's Technological Center with the objective of proving the real shape of our planet.
It's a raptor.
It was needed to prepare and carry out different experiments and data collection at several locations around the planet. Likewise, several experts were consulted on the possibility of the Earth not being spherical.
Bullshit.
No,
as is known by all mankind, the Earth has a spherical shape. And as a geographer and cartographer, it is difficult for me to accept that the Earth is not a sphere. All this knowledge here, and the perception of man thinking and acting according to these rules here. He is fixed to this model. It is an idea that totally contradicts the concepts we have today of the sphericity of the Earth.
It's almost like we've
It's
seen
really
it from
difficult.
space.
Right.
So weird. It's almost like we've seen the entire fucking thing from space.
Right.
You can watch it rotating right now from space.
Yeah. Now, nobody's credentials have been proven or anything. It could very well be that they're talking to some educated people, but because of the spin of this video and where they're going with it, how much do you really trust these translations right now?
I was going to say exactly the same thing. I don't really trust them. I'm not going to stick my neck out and say they're definitely not saying those things, but we don't know. We don't know like you said, don't know the qualification of these people. There's a lot of questions about this. So exactly who they are, what they were doing, were they genuinely doing what they say they were doing, and what they were actually saying.
Yeah.
Too many questions.
I agree.
This is not proof of anything at all. It's just a video.
Yeah.
That's making
the
a claim.
translation.
Agreed.
The translation is probably more like, "You guys are complete morons, but at least you're buying me lunch."
Yeah.
Now that I would believe in a heartbeat.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll bring it in some. Dear God.
As an engineer, and I deal with the exact sciences. That's where we come from since childhood with these concepts. It is difficult for us to have another vision of this reality that we have since childhood. Because exclusively studying through this model, the struggle is very great. Because the amount of technological and scientific knowledge there is to ensure that these ideas are true is very great. The round Earth, with mathematical formulas all operative, in aviation...
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, we had a super chat from Gary Isle of White for £10. Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate it. Have a tenner sterling. It's worth more than the dollars, and if you can buy more, have more fun with it. All right, okay. I wish.
All right, thanks, Gary. Man. Awesome. Thank you very much.
We can have drugs and hookers now.
Oh, awesome.
Have we got enough for hookers? No, they're too dear.
Well, there's the whole kitten fund to send off to. So we'll make them Christmas hookers. That's what we'll do, right? We'll make them Christmas hookers. Jesus Christ. We're truly plumbing new depths this week.
DKG, you're going to have to wait for your hookers, I'm afraid. Sorry, but, you can have your cocaine if you like, but hookers, you're going to have to wait.
Oh, okay.
I'll get my fucking own.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see DK on cocaine. Holy dear God. Somebody take the microphone from him. What the fuck? It would be bad. Oh. Okay, so the vote is not there. Should we play a bit more? Where are we at here? What are we doing?
Yeah, go on, play a bit more. Let's see how the vote goes.
All right. God, please bring it in.
Aeronautics, astronautics, and in satellites, all being placed with this formula. And this has been working. Water does not leave the Earth because it has a central force pulling it towards the center of the Earth, which is gravity.
Good science. He's correct. So gravity.
Okay.
Bing gonged anyway.
Yeah. Welcome to the depths of hell with you, boy. Does anybody want to sound off on that before we move on and, tackle something else?
I would love to see what they thought they were going to do to completely upend, the theory of gravity, but,
Yeah, everything they were saying, everything they were doing, and whoever they were, that all needs to be validated before I would believe any of it. I mean, bring me the evidence, fine, I'll be open to it. Then it's fine who they were, what they were doing, and what they were saying. No problem.
Yeah, and I don't have one offhand, But I do know for sure that there has been over time a few people with credentials who have been interviewed, and then, clips were taken from it to slightly misconstrue what was being said, and they were very unhappy. So, there's lots of variables when you're dealing with a situation like that to know whether or not anybody's truly being honest about it. And in that one, due to, the topic and where they were going and trying to lead, I'm pretty sure that there's some fucking bullshittery going on.
Well, the thing is also that that the source of this video is like 5 or 6 years old. I mean, Ugly German Truther has already corrected me on the source of it, so he'll probably tell me a bit more about it. But this is an old thing, and it was shown to be bollocks back then. So why it's coming up now again is kind of odd.
Because Flirts don't have any new arguments.
Yeah, even the Flirts hated this one.
I mean, they can't pull anything else out of their ass. Why not this?
Yeah, true. I mean, after that, what do you got left? Go to Daniel Pratt's channel? Fuck.
Ugh.
I know. It's a bad thought. It's a bad thought. So let me reset this bullshit in the background here, and we'll get ready for something else. We do have a few spicy ones, you might say, still in the kitty here. We do have one called "You Can't Prove Earth Turns. No Bitcoin for You."
Oh, who does the Bitcoin stuff? That sounds like what's his name? Jesm. He does a Bitcoin thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, it could be.
I reckon it's him.
And we have we also have one called Reality Basics. Two honest open minds.
Two honest what?
Open minds. Open minds. Yeah.
Not likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he means idiots.
Yeah, well, if they're idiots, then they might be worth lying at. But Jeranism, yeah, because I think it is Jism, that first one. I'm pretty sure it is.
Could be. Oh, we still have the maybe the dumbest thing I've ever heard video, and that's interesting coming from that side of things. That could be a good one.
Yeah, that could be good.
Yeah. We got a backside vote. We got a green room vote for that one as well. So this is what we're going to put on here. Okay, so somebody stupid thinks they're about to show you the dumbest thing they have ever heard. Hang on.
Started to be used in the mainstream in around 1994, and that's when a thing called the Cores Network was put together in the US, as far as I know, for surveying. And the Cores Network was the start of what they call GPS now. But the Cores Network was a series of towers that sent out microwave signals. And the surveyors had receivers, what would be like a GPS receiver now. And they could receive a microwave signal and time it. So they'd know the towers were in fixed locations. So wherever the surveyor was, they could time their distance from each tower. So let's just say they were standing in a position, and within 20 miles or within 10 miles or whatever, there was 4 or 5 towers. They then would have 4 or 5 signals, and they could triangulate their position via those signals. That's the basics of it. So it's no different than having a GPS unit and getting GPS signals, because that's what it was. That's what it is.
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
It's like the
term GPS.
Yeah, I hear you.
I know it's called Global Positioning System, but a more correct terming for that acronym is the Ground Positioning System or Geographic Positioning System. Now that's basically what it was. So trilateration is fixed locations and your distance from those fixed points, those fixed locations, and it's a direct line of sight, microwave signal to a receiver. So there's no way that sextant use could be trilateration, because they didn't have microwaves when they were using sextants all the time back in the time of Magellan or whoever else, whenever sextants were first being used. But all through the naval times in
enough.
Right, so where are all these towers out in the ocean then? What is he talking about? What utter shit is coming from his mouth?
Yeah, Colin passes the note along. So it was only started in 1994 using microwaves, was it? Like, what the actual... Loki, you know a thing or two about the sextant here. Do you want in on this?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so microwaves. So he goes... A little later on, he goes into microwaves versus light. Now... Anybody who knows anything about science knows that's all part of the EM spectrum. Microwaves are subject to refraction. So what the hell does microwaves really have to do with any of this? Yeah, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It really is.
Yeah. Why microwaves? I mean, you could use radio waves. You like, seriously, all we're talking about is anything that propagates out, because it does so in, straightish sort of, it can't go around the curve kind of things.
You guys, I couldn't stop laughing that whole clip because the guy narrating it he sounded like Tim Driscoll from the Deadwood pilot. I don't know if anyone other than me has watched Deadwood, but Tim Driscoll was the guy who they were helping swindle a gold claim. And he's the one that would, spit his hand and try to do it. And I mean, obviously he gets murdered later, but everyone dies in Deadwood. But he has that exact same voice, exact same accent. Like, oh my God, I couldn't help it. I had to mute because I was laughing too hard. It's so good.
That would throw you for sure.
I like the guy on the video who.
I'm sorry.
The guy on the video who's got his drying hanging up in his room behind him, and he's got the T-shirt that says, what did it say? It's a lie. I've checked, or something. It's all fake. I've checked. So he's basically stealing off the great, like, NASA logo. It's not flat. We've checked. So original, but it's nice that he realised that. Hey, I'll just use that as a backdrop. My T-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, he's being super clever.
Truth Nerd in the chat points out that GPS signals do lie in the microwave band. So I think that's his tie-in, but that's still ridiculous because a sextant had nothing to do with GPS. I mean, they both, exist for similar reasons, but they don't work the same. It's just stupid.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I mean, plus his whole trilateration argument. Their whole thing is their whole argument is triangulation. You can't do trilateration with a sextant. But the funny thing is the very second you establish your GP for the star and create that circle of equal altitude, that creates a cone that then becomes trilateration.
Right.
So they can't even get the argument right.
I'm a sextant. You can only work out your latitude, right? You can't do longitude with the sextant. Am I right in saying that? So you need a latitude.
No, you can do both. What's critical is the time of your observation has to be synced with UTC.
Right.
Well, should we let him?
And that's why Harrison's watch was important.
Yes, most definitely.
Should we bring it in and let him fuck it up a bit more?
Oh yeah, he's gonna do a wonderful job. Wonderful job.
One and all those older times, they didn't have microwave signals and receivers. Those things didn't exist. Trilateration is based around a receiving of a signal from a known location, and that signal is a microwave signal. That's trilateration. Now, technically, you end up with the same outcome. Basically, you're just finding your position, right? your position is being found, or you're finding your position. But that's what trilateration is. Basically, it's mostly connected to GPS and obviously the CORS network, where you're getting you're receiving microwave signals, and the timing of those signals, like, is due to the frequency. If you're further from one of the towers than the other, one of the signals than the other, then the frequency is going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little lower in the further one, because the microwaves are they have a limit. You know what I mean? Like the world record for a microwave signal is 146 miles. Like that's the limit. Like and that was like they had to put a lot of effort in to make that happen. So microwaves are very concentrated signal, and so they time it off of how strong the signal is, and they know from the strength of the frequency that the receiver is receiving. They can tell, right? Okay, you have to be this far, this far from the sender, basically. But the sender requires fixed locations. Triangulation, right? Angle. The main word is you're taking three angles, and triangulation basically comes from sextant use. Now, surveying use triangulation too, but they are using more trigonometry, where they're using triangles that aren't right angle triangles. But it doesn't matter if you're talking about triangulating your position, because surveying using trigonometry, they're doing.
He's lying. I've just looked something up.
They're using that as a form of measurements, and okay, they might do some angular size stuff with that as well, obviously. But that's a measurement process. They're laying everything out to find where everything is. They're not triangulating their position at sea like people would do with a sextant. So triangulation is three angles, right, to give you three angles to three celestial bodies, which gives you three unknown distances, three distances that were previously unknown, and you get those distances via the angles. So if you have a 45-degree angle, that means you have 45 degrees by 60 or nautical or 69 statute miles in a straight line.
Well, he's pulled the shit out of me.
The distance to the GP.
Yeah. He's already bullshit. I've just looked something up.
So that's the difference.
I've done a quick bit of research. I'll tell you a quick bit of research. What did he say the record was for microwave? 143 miles or something.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I've just looked up some data, and he's talking a lot of bollocks. Microwave distance records, and it's on microwaves.org index. And I've just found the highest one was on the 16th of November 2013, and it was banned in gigahertz. It was 24. And it was recorded at 16,878.8 kilometers.
Wow.
So he's talking a lot of bollocks. And all the rest are all literally way above what he's saying, or most of them are anyway.
Well, he also mentioned the frequency would change over distance. Now, I'm not an expert in microwaves, but the way they transmit, live news feed information and stuff and whatnot, if the frequency changes over distance, that would make it unbelievably crazy to deal with. I'm not sure that I'm believing that.
I don't see how the frequency can change. The strength could change, but not the frequency.
Yeah. Amplitude, so on and so forth. But frequency, I mean, come on.
No, I think that's bollocks.
Yeah,
bollocks. I don't know.
You get a Doppler effect if you got movement, sure, but even still, you can calculate that easy just based on the speed, right?
Right. Tell you, we need Alan Davies here as well, because he's pretty expert at this kind of stuff. Could do with him.
Yeah,
he's not out in the chat, is he? No.
Well, Gary Isla White is very fluent in radio. He knows his shit well in that. Yeah. We'll have to line up a few of these type of videos and, get them all mic'd up and stuff and get them on.
Yeah, you got any comments about this?
Get my
Oh, sorry.
I could probably try to get my wife on. My wife was certified for the entire RF range that the Navy uses.
Oh wow!
So
cool.
she can actually do the calculations in her head.
Oh, cool! Oh yeah, we need her and Gary, and we could do some. There used to be a cat that popped into our chat now and then, and he always dropped a comment. Radio propagation proves the globe, and it's absolutely true. Absolutely.
Once again,
what do we do here?
Another flat earther making stuff up as he goes along, obviously.
Yeah. I don't think the vote's there. So let's see here. We'll bring it in, and hopefully we get it real quick.
Between the two. One uses angles to find unknown distances. The other one uses known locations, stationary locations, to find that they work out the distance you are from it, rather than you to that thing. So kind of working in reverse. Triangulation is you finding a distance to the GP or to somewhere via an angle. You don't know the distance. And trilateration, and with triangulation using the sextant, there's no fixed position. That's why you have to take the timings, because the position is not fixed. The sky is always moving, with the exception of Polaris. So other than that, the sky is always moving, so they're not fixed positions. So you're using an angle to get a distance to the GP of something that will, and you have to time it. But make sure you have the correct time, and your error varies and all this kind of stuff, just to make sure you have everything correct, so you can get a correct distance to the GP of that celestial body at that exact moment. Whereas trilateration is a signal being sent out from a fixed location, and you're receiving that signal. So they're not.
Shut up!
I'm taking credit for that.
Thank God for that. Thank you.
I'm not sure if we even got there on the vote. Actually, I just reflexed and snapped. I couldn't handle it anymore.
One, and half a second later, you gonged it. So I'm going to claim credit.
There you go.
It's nothing worse than being wrong, but also boring the shit out of people.
Oh yeah. His voice is very monotone as well. I mean, Irish people are not usually like that. They're not usually as boring as that, but he's boring. He really is.
I'm literally, you're thinking Tim Driscoll. I'll play a clip for the panel after we stop streaming so that you guys can hear it. You can't hear it. It's great.
Can I just read out something? Ugly German Truths has actually just made a good point, and I totally forgot about this. And he said, first of all, my Google search found that microwave means any frequency between 1 and 300 gigahertz. Voyager 1, right, sends at 2.1 to 8 gigahertz. So it also uses microwaves from 50 AUs away, 50 astronomical units away. I mean, that's you don't get, that's the furthest man-made object ever, and we could still receive signals from him. So, it's bullshit. He's talking bollocks. He's made a good point. Well, thank you, Ugly German Truth. Thank you very much.
Yeah, lots of good ones come from Ugly German Truth. Absolutely. Oh man,
where this is pulled from, it's basically 2 hours of this.
Oh my God!
Just watched.
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle that. That can't be. That can't be. How 2 hours of that?
No.
Just no. Just no. Oh God.
Total clown.
Oh man, I'm scared to go into the pile after that. What the hell could be next? The dumbest thing I've ever heard. You know what? I think that video actually was. So it was well titled. We'll have to give him that. Dear God.
Well, what was the dumbest thing he had heard? Within that video, what was the dumbest thing he was supposed to have heard?
Well, we never.
Well, the dumbest. No, but the dumbest part about it was that we had an idiot trying to explain something like they had a grasp of what was going on. That was the dumbest part of it. M2.
Yeah, just got a message from Truth Nerds, a member for 5 months. Thank you very much. Triangulation requires measuring angles to known points. The parallax between the stars is too small, and the horizon or zenith not known to triangulation. Not known.
Yeah.
No triangulation. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, that idiot couldn't triangulate the distance between his belly button and the end of his prick.
Right.
You know. Fuck.
Well, that's only 2 points.
Well, I'm not giving you the third because I'm not going there. But it was the one he was speaking from. Just south and around from the belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shit. What do we do now? I'll dig into the pile and see what we've got here. We have okay, so we have sharing round buds on our flat earth.
Sharing round buds.
Yeah, that's what it says. Buds. I'm not kidding. Yeah. Should we try it?
Is somebody
well,
yeah. I'll have a bud, please.
Yeah. Well, we have another one that's just simply called Flat Earth, episode 1.
Nah.
And we also have that no Bitcoin for you.
Let's go with the buds thing. Let's go with that. Why not? This sounds a bit more
buds?
interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, because I know the Bitcoin's going to be Jeranism, and I'm not sure.
Wait. Why is Matt getting all the choices tonight?
What do you mean I'm getting all the choices? Since when?
I don't know.
General consensus. I'm just agreeing with people. What the hell?
Let me choose.
Okay. Well, okay, you choose then. What do you want?
Let's go with the one Matt said.
You're so easily persuaded. You're so easy. You really are.
Yeah, but you made me bring up the other windows for nothing. You're just prick. Okay, so here Matt requested this, so if it sucks ass, it's not my fault, people. Oh, you're doomed. What the fuck?
What the hell? No!
What the what? Hold on. We're gonna get a copyright claim for sure. That sounded studio produced. Yeah, he's still doing it. Guy's an idiot.
Oh, Bud is his dog, isn't it? I forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. He's still just being a twit.
It's Thompson, isn't it?
Look.
Nathan Thompson is just, whatever.
Look. Oh, it is.
We'll see how this works.
I think the dog was trying to dig up Nathan's credibility.
What's left of it? What's left of it?
Not bad. Not a bad bounce though off the tree.
What's he doing?
What is it? Heroin's bad. Okay.
Nice. That's the best shot ever. Wow, bro.
What? What's he doing?
Just remember, Thompson was working on a cannabis farm. I think he was consuming quite a lot of the produce.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice. Nice.
What the?
Oh, it's perfect. Nice one.
Come on, nice. What are they doing? Woo! What are they doing?
Good one, Jen. Good one. Exclamation point teabag, people. Type it in. Remember the dog. The dog loved him that day.
Wow.
Could I give you a bag? Could I give you a bag?
What?
Yeah.
Teabag. Here it comes.
It's all you, bro.
Oh, really?
What?
Cool. Yeah, dude. That's what's up.
It's got a flyer, too.
Cool. Thank
you enjoy,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Be blessed, okay?
Appreciate you.
He's giving out herbs, man.
Y'all be blessed.
This is...
Yeah. It's the first one. Yeah, I got mad haters, bro.
This is nothing anyone ever asked for in life. All on display at once.
Pancakes?
Are they giving him grass? Are they? Cannabis.
Keep it flat, bro. I love you, bro.
Yeah, he's handing out herbs. Hold on. He deserved that one.
That's not oregano.
No, it's not.
This guy's fucked if he thinks this is going to go over well.
I mean, there's Deep End, and then there's the Marianas Trench, and that's, yeah. Wow.
So I didn't realize that this was just a joke piece. I thought there was something more coming in this. Oops, sorry, but it is 10 to the, as they used to say in morning news, top of the hour, because who knows where the fuck you are, but it's 10 to something, right? So, I guess we can, let it play another minute before we kill it and do some wrap up shit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on here. I will hit the button and please, everybody, exclamation point, vote 1. Let's end this motherfucker with a gong, please.
Awesome, bro.
I love you, girl.
Me too.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right. Drive safe. 4 hands on the wheel.
Cringe.
Does he need anything for the ride? And restroom?
Did he say
restroom before
4
he needs to
hands
go, or
on the
anyone?
wheel?
Knowing the people he would hang out with, yeah, 4 hands. Oh, he's doing it again, you prick. Come on, we need votes. We need them fast. He's doing it again.
Conspiracy, though? You guys ever heard of Flat Earth? Bro, I've been looking into that for 5 years. I ran a research group with 150,000 people. It's the largest in the world. So I got on like Discovery Channel, Netflix,
No,
National
John, it got
Geographic,
closed down,
MSN,
you
Google
liar.
News, LA
Stop
Times.
lying.
Fuck, okay.
Fucking liar.
I ran a research group. No, a Facebook group. But close. Good try.
Yeah.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
It was a big Facebook group that was a circle jerk, right? Because if you disagree with anybody, there was no research going in there. It's like you came in, if you were Glober, you got absolutely freaking hammered. But it got closed down. It doesn't exist, and it hasn't done for the last year and a half or so.
Yeah.
It's gone. So he's
There's a
lying.
big was when it comes to that one.
Right.
Well, to be fair, he used to say to people, "I run a research group." Now he says, "I ran."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
True enough.
At least you got the word group right.
Yeah.
What, you got the word ran.
Wow. All he missed was duck suit. Fucking moron.
I remember him being on Jose's. I don't know. It was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And he said, "Oh, yeah, I run the world's biggest Facebook research group." So I said, "What research did you do on the group?" "Oh, Flat Earth." And I said, "Yeah, but what research did you? Oh, we researched Flat Earth, but what research did you?" Couldn't answer it. Kept saying the same.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Research Flat Earth. No, you fucking no research going on at all.
Yeah, you all just fucking stroked your inner Dunning-Kruger all over each other like it was a goddamn bukkake party, you fucking morons.
Yeah, just a big circle jerk. My experience of that group, right? Because it was one of those Facebook groups where you have to answer a question in order to get another group, you know, type of meme. So it's like one question is, why do you want to join Flat Earth debate or whatever the fuck it was called at the time? And another question. So I ended it in. It's all right. Okay, you said, waiting for moderation to let you know. So fine. So I left it for a couple of days, and a couple of days later, I got a notification to say you've been accepted. I went in the group, and my profile had been posted on there. My answers to my questions had been posted on there. On my profile, I said I was an atheist, and I was interested in space and science and stuff like that. And everybody, he posted it all in one post, and everybody was commenting on it and absolutely slamming me. Every single Flat Earther, there was hundreds and hundreds of comments. And then he let me in. And then he let me in after 48 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What an absolute piece of human shit.
I know. So he painted a great big fucking target on my back before I even got in there, you know? So I thought, fuck
Wow.
it, I'm out. So it was just a big circle jerk, basically, yeah, and it got shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Too
the same
funny,
group
man.
That's the same group I got permanently banned from by using their proof of CGI on their own photos and proving that all of them were CGI.
Classic. JM Truth used to do that a lot, didn't he? You remember?
Yeah.
He did a couple of videos, and what he did was he picked he picked up some photographs from the NASA website of some exoplanets, right? And he was going, look, the CGI. Of course, they're fucking CGI, because it was like this close up of this on the surface of these exoplanets that nobody's been to. And he's going, look at this CGI. It's nonsense.
Well, of course, it's fake, because it's a fucking digital painting, you numpty.
Yeah, but under the description on the NASA website,
I know, it says
artist
rendition.
impression. Yeah,
I know. Genius.
Fucking idiot.
Oh my God. That's too funny. Well, shit. Yeah, looking at the clock here, shall we do some thoughts and wrap ups and go around the table here?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, where should we start tonight? Let's start with DK, because he's going to set it on fire and then we can recover and do it properly.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
No.
You know you want to.
No, I'm not going to. No, I think the nicest thing we saw tonight was the beautiful craftsmanship into that piece of shit flat Earth globe thing. That globe, you know what I mean? Hemisphere.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Good job.
That was about the only decent thing in amongst it. It was all just full of people just talking shit. Yeah. Oh, and seeing the lovely scuba divers with their little aquarium plant set up. That was quite cute, but the rest of it just bullshit as ever. Yeah, just bullshit.
All right. Let's see here. Loki. Oh yeah. And Crackpipe speaks. Loki, what do you think?
It was a pretty interesting show. I enjoy the company every time. I think I have to agree with DKG. Yeah, the craftsmanship on that joke was pretty good. Now, just would like to see that guy put that much effort into reality. But other than that, yeah. Oh God, the dumbest thing ever heard. Yeah, that really was the dumbest thing ever heard. I still have a headache from that.
That was rough. I agree there. Absolutely. There's a chat up on the screen there, Gary. Yeah, actually, absolutely. In fact, he's right, 100%. So let's see here. Where do I go? Matt M2M, what do you think there? What do you think?
I totally agree with DKG and Lucky Fisher, what they just said. You know, I think that was probably the stupidest thing and the best thing to have a laugh at. I like Saturday nights because of this thing. You know, it's like you see some videos and you got something to talk about and you can laugh and point and see how stupid they are and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like it. So let's have some more. Can we do 4 hours instead of 2?
It could be stretched. There is an argument to be made there. I'm not going to deny that. That's for sure. But yeah, and Vishanti, what do you think? All yours.
I think that was a lot of stupid and lots more stupid, and that's basically all there was.
And a bit of stupid.
And a dash of stupid on the top.
Yep. like a cherry.
And I think that we're about to start the Bunker 33 stream here in about half an hour, and talking about Florida Man is going to be way less stupid than all of these people. So
that'll be a good stream too. The link will be in the chat here coming up, so make sure you head over. So yeah, what would be the moral of the story tonight? If you're going to flirf in public, make sure that you're handing out marijuana, because then people can tolerate your stupidity. Does that kind of sum it up in a nutshell?
I think the moral of the story is if you're going to stay in school, you need to pay attention.
And please, even if it's digital, visit a library once in a while. For the love of God, you don't want to be one of these fucks.
It's literally Netflix, but for books.
I guess on that note, we're done. What do you say, everybody? Let's wrap it up and say goodnight. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Don't be stupid.
Nathan, where's my weed?
Yeah, I want my herb.